Well, welcome back to Stellaris, where in the last episode we found out that indeed we were not quite alone in the universe. Sadly though, we kind of seem to have been able to piss off both of our neighbors, who also seem to be at least similarly powerful as us. Which might be a problem somewhere down the line, but for now we're holding on, and so far we've been able to block them off with some, good old Prit Po Crow, and just creating star bases in their face so that they're not allowed to pass.
Technology.
So far it's still okay, but not sure if it's still gonna be okay if they decide to send their fleets our way. So did you destroy? Yeah, you did that. Alright, one of you was the patrol, so you can go back doing that. The other one was originally planned to merge with classes 1, so you can also go back doing that.
Construction complete.
Well, apparently they already are at war with someone. Not sure why they wanted to piss off, but to piss us off as well. Doesn't seem like the reasonable thing to do. But
we have mastered a new technology.
It's a Stellaris AI, so I'm not sure if reasonable is always a term that you'll use to explain their behavior. Well, that is very good though. Because both these naval logistics office is good because it gives our anchorages more naval capacity, and the fleet academy gives our ships that we build some starting experience, so both pretty good. And we don't really need crew quarters here anyway because our fleet is currently somewhere else. Alright, got that. Let's immediately start upgrading that. Currently, with them being in a war and all, might take a while for them to come down here. So apparently we're in a correct position for the time being. Fleet capacity is more of an issue right now than cost, really. Or build speed. Since we started this, I think I'm just gonna finish it right now. Although technically for our growth, doing something else would be preferable. But, not dying is also a pretty valid point. Alright, let's continue patrolling. Probably gonna be needing more corvettes here. Still going pretty well. Maybe just one is gonna suffice. Alright, you can merge now, right? New ships can merge. Okay. These new ships that we found is kinda like a corvette. It's a little bit better than the corvettes we have currently, but not by much. I think we got them from a shipyard that we excavated here on Bradham. I probably didn't read through the message because I don't remember reading it, so apologies for that. Anyway. So Operation Blocking Off has been a success. Okay. Those guys and those guys are also having a little bit of a rivalry, which is perfectly fine with me, because as long as they're fighting amongst themselves and no one of them is winning too hard, I'm perfectly okay with just waiting it out. We're trying to avoid getting dragged into wars. I just had to take some precautions in the last episode because it seemed to be pretty dangerous with some fanatical purifier here and someone who decided to be unreasonable on their own volition over there. we do have some cohesion loss, which is a measure of how well our empire is holding together due to some external hyperlanes going through this system.
Construction complete.
But we can change that, I think.
Construction complete.
Okay, you want more jobs. Okay. I think I can provide that. None of you had minerals, so I think long term we might need more mining districts here. Also, can we build an energy grid? Okay. You don't have space. You don't need energy grids. Well, it's a shame. Okay, so you're gonna get another Corvette for
construction
patrolling
complete.
duty. You do not. You're gonna merge. Alright.
Special product complete.
We're also getting better ship types at some point. We just haven't been able to research it yet. And our research has slowed down a little bit due to our sudden expansion. So let's try and not overdo that.
We have mastered a new technology.
Yes, yeah. Starhold, great. I mean, I'd like additional research, but Starhold is really great because that enables us to upgrade our stations even
Construction
further.
complete.
Which means better defense, and better defense means, you know, not dying probably. Alright, so let's throw down some more
Construction
food.
complete.
Guess we can build another alloy foundry. We're at 17. So might consider just
Special product complete.
sending some people over there. Maybe. Yeah, let's actually do that. Baranic. Send some technicians over. Okay. No. Now we got enough people to build another building here. Using that to build an energy grid. Energy grid is a building that basically gives us bonus energy credits from the generator districts that we already have. So that's why we want to focus our planets on doing doing preferably one thing and not multiple things, because then we build the specialized bonus building and then they can just benefit from that. We probably don't want to focus on too many things at the same time. Such bonus buildings exist for all resources, we just haven't researched all of them yet. Okay, so also got a lot of spare influence now that we're not gonna use because we aren't expanding much, so let's look into other ways of spending it. Edicts. So far we haven't done that, but edicts are basically another short-term boost for 12 years that basically enable you to get small bonuses. One that looks like it's going to be interesting right now, since we're kind of lacking energy credits at the moment, is capacity overload. Is getting additional energy credits, fine. We do have the influence to spare at the moment. We could also get farming subsidies, but we do have enough food. Unity is always nice, and happiness, of course, is also nice. Together would be 380. technically do have enough for all of that. I don't really see anything big coming up for influence. We would use influence to expand further, but as I said, we are getting close to the administrative capacity, and I would just like to stop now that we've kind of blocked off our opponents. So let's go for all three of those. We might also go for healthcare, cycling, education. Here, sure. Let's go with the full program, guys. Spend a whole lot of influence and energy, but well, people are, well, entertained, I guess.
Construction complete.
One thing I could do to basically offload some of my
Evasive
systems.
maneuvers initiated.
Mining drones, okay. Not another stellar devourer, at least, you know. Oh, so I'll take mining drones over that any day. As I was starting to say, something I could consider doing, since I'm going to be taking over the system anyway. There are some primitives here. I could go and uplift those primitives, which basically makes them into their own spacefaring race, and they gain control of their entire system through that, and the rest of the system is not really worth that much, and unless we're gonna go and just wipe them out and take over their world, there's not gonna be much use for that planet at this point. However, I could use them to basically hand them some of the spare systems down here, so that way someone would be using them, but I wouldn't have to bear the administrative capacity for it. And if someone decides to attack us, they might also come in handy, but emphasis on might there, because it's still AI. Can I tell you to get another guy in there? Would have sworn I gave you a ship at some point. Weird. Alright then.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
Well, they closed their borders. Doesn't really matter much at this point, I think.
Anomaly found.
Whatever. There's really not much for you to do right now, so I think the best you can do is to go here and assist research, which gives them a little bit of experience at least, so they can continue to get experience, and also it gives the guys researching down there a small bonus, but there's not too many people doing research, actually, because we only have one research lab. Well, I should consider building another one. So it's gonna take up consumer goods. Not a huge fan, but
we have mastered a new technology.
a good idea regardless. Alright, I think we need better weapons at some point. Might as well start now. Alright. Interstellar Pantheonian Confederacy. What's with this game round and fanatic xenophobes? Holy freaking crap. What the hell? A small Eurasian military listening post has been built into a hollowed-out portion of this asteroid's interior. It's equipped with an array of powerful sensors that seem to be aimed towards neighboring systems. None of them are functional, and the asteroid appears to have been gone over and looted at least once by another party.
Situation log updated.
So we can investigate that then. Well, close the borders, but you know, it's the message that counts. But what the actual hell? Fanatic xenophobe. Fanatic xenophobe. Well, Gestalt consciousness. At least one guy. And another fanatic xenophobe. And you're just giving me stuff, okay? Sure. Not sure why, but sure.
System survey complete.
Kind of sending me mixed signals there, to be honest, you know? I open my borders, you close yours, then you decide to give me stuff. So do you expect me to give you something in return? Because he is receptive, it's just, you know, there's xenophobia that's kind of being an issue here. Are willing to form a non-aggression pact though, which I really don't mind. Which is going to cost us some influence each month, but one of our factions is going to be happier because we have a non-aggression pact. So, and they open the borders again. Jesus, man, you're sending me all the kind of mixed signals that you can, I feel. Boom, borrower, hegemony. Well, they're just xenophobes. Well, great. Also gonna open borders. And then going back to these guys, I'm gonna send them a very long-term care package, just so you know we're cool, long-term, hopefully. Let's also add, I guess, some minerals, just a couple. Here, for the gift, here's some long-term gift, you know. Okay, now the other guys. Because I would also like to employ a similar strategy with them and just, you know, hopefully keep them off our backs, although they're our neighbor's neighbor's neighbor, so they're not of that much concern to us at the moment. But who knows, maybe they'll expand through whatever's going on here at some point. I don't know. It's not gonna cost us that much, so I think it's still gonna be worthwhile. So, same thing here. Gonna offer them a long-term care package. Just to signal to them, you know? Which is totally cool if you just stay on your side of the galaxy. After a study of Ajimax 3 has concluded, Science Officer Proculus reports that they have found the planet to be unusually rich in minerals. Discovery was made possible in large part thanks to a certain member of the crew. It praises protege highly. So we can either give the ship bonus or get a new scientist for free. Why not? 2 and Spark of Genius and Industry. Maybe I want to be promoted actually. We currently have someone maniacal there, which good enough, but he can just go over, take over for that guy, you know? Let's do a swap. Wait, what that? So that. And then here I wanted the maniacal guy. Okay, good. Now we figured that out. And then we're just gonna fire the Arrested Development guy who's probably gonna be dying at some point in the not too distant future anyway, so... See ya. Alright, so we're gonna be sending our Admiral back here, because just sitting around in the spaceport not fighting pirates is not where you get experience as an Admiral. You know? It's just got experience by doing patrol duty here. Since we can instantly transfer personnel, we can just always do that.
Special product complete.
Alright. So, you're not at war with anyone, but you're hostile now. Great. You're also hostile. Not sure what I did to deserve that, but sure.
Construction complete.
Starhold is still gonna take a while, sadly enough. Well. There's one more base I can put down though. Quite sure where though. Probably here, I guess. Opens patrol path slightly, but it doesn't seem to be too much of an issue right now because we're only having very
We have
minimal
mastered a new
piracy.
technology.
Anyway, all right. Let's get gene clinics. Yeah. Alright, and we've got Fleet Academy, so who the hell died? Okay. Shouldn't have fired the other guy, because now someone of similar age just died. Oh well. We're building a Fleet Academy here, so all the new ships we build will have increased experience. That is good. What's also gonna be good is Naval Logistics Office here, because it gives additional +2 to the already existing +4. So, you know, not bad. Also, that one ship here needs a new leader. Well, they weren't doing anything apparently. I guess you're gonna be getting whoever's commanding that for the time being. Can research the anomaly. You don't really have anything to do, and to be totally honest, I don't really see anything that I want ships to do because I can't explore much. I mean, I could take care of the space amoeba if I felt like I didn't need my fleet down there for a minute, and then we could take a look at what's happening behind here. So, but we still got 2 more other science ships that could possibly do that too, so for the time being I'm just gonna send it back here, but not gonna get a new leader because right now we don't really have anything to do with them, to do for them. And the planets that we have here, they're not really generating research because we only have our research institutes on our home planet. So they're perfectly fine with just having that ship assist them in research. Do I want to risk pulling out my fleet here? I might feel safe enough when I have the new improved starholds and can hold down the fort with them there, but not for the time being. Okay, now we should have still a cohesion loss. Why do we still have cohesionals? Deep within the crevice of the giant asteroid, we found something astonishing. There's mining gear attached to the rock, digging itself to the vast depths of the asteroid. It stands abandoned with no sign of who placed it here. We can stop the machine, we might be able to learn something about the technology who built it, but we must hurry before the random debris crushes it. Or we could just scrap it, but you know,
Situation
learn
log
something.
updated.
But I think we need the construction ship down here, which doesn't have anything to do anyway. So let's put it over there. You're also gonna move here in preparation for maybe going out at some point and exploring that area. Right now we have a timed project because we need to finish that drill rampage in the next, give or take, 3 years. But thankfully we already have a ship relatively close by that can make it there in some time. Normally it also shows the time until it gets there, but I think we need to go to moving orders. So it takes about a year to get there, and then it also needs to do that. Alright. We've received rather troubling news about the deteriorating health of the governor. And then he just died. Okay, so I guess those rumors about the deteriorating health were not entirely unfounded. Good. Guess it's time for a new governor. Food, slave output. We don't have slaves. We also don't have blockers to clear, so food output it is. So all these stalwarts coming along. Still quite a bit in the future.
Construction complete.
I'll blame it on the administrative capacity. You know, plus 5%. It's just too much.
Construction complete.
Alright, but we'll stop building new systems now. Just build the research station here because we already own that system. Also, we have an observation post here. So we could either just use that for passive observation, but as I said, we could also just uplift them and then hand them some of our systems here. I think that system though is a little bit too valuable considering we get, you know, just alloys out from there. But who knows? Technically, after finishing that outpost here, we could just give them the entire quadrant here. Which might be interesting. Just solve the problem by just giving the entire quadrant to a subordinate. I don't know. Might be an interesting idea. And our administrative capacity would enjoy that very much. What I'm saying is we should take a look at our policies and allow native enlightenment. Not sure if anyone's gonna not like that. Okay, our one throne group also wants to have subject nations, which we're gonna get. We don't have enough liquidity for those guys, so maybe we could just sell something. Just that is enough. Anyway, we wanted to start technological enlightenment here. Which costs us a little bit of energy because we have to send people there telling them, you know, here's how you build spaceships, here's, you know, here's that. But after that, there are going to be our subjects and we can just give them systems. Maybe that whole plan with just giving them the whole corner back here is actually not that bad. I mean, there's some interesting resources back here, but it will also give them some resources to play around with, so maybe they might be able to build ships at some point and all that.
Construction complete.
I'm probably still gonna wait with this system until I've fully upgraded the Starhold, so we have better defenses there, but Seems like an interesting idea to just basically outsource our defense over here to subordinates.
Special product complete.
Managed to stop the excavator before it broke down. It's a remarkable piece of machinery with a smooth surface covered in diamonds. At first glance, the whole drill seems like one solid piece, but it's simply so well put together that you cannot notice the grooves and joints. Engineers will be able to reverse engineer some of the technology. Okay. Good. Cool. I guess you're also gonna go back here. Apparently we're now sending all of our...
We have mastered a new technology.
Ships here. Oh, your construction ship was not a science ship. Never mind that. We're just gonna go here. Also, we now have blue laser. It's better than the red laser we've used before, because, you know, blue laser definitely better than red laser. Well, all of those technologies aren't too interesting, so let's go with reactor boosters, I guess. Do need to upgrade our ships at some point, but we'll see about that. Could possibly just keep that one system back here and just control that. Gives me access to the mold so I can research that, and then also... well, we can afford having some systems not directly connected. Currently, even though we do have direct connections, we still have cohesion loss from external hyperlanes. So I don't quite get how it calculates that, to be entirely honest. Because so far our trading routes are all internal. What does that also count as external? That doesn't make sense, really. Really, that doesn't make sense. But, I mean, still have less cohesion loss than cohesion, so... it's fine, I guess, but why does it think we have an isolated system? Where would we have an isolated system? Seriously. It's all together, you know, this is kind of weaving around that one system, I guess, but...
We have mastered a new technology.
Gene clinics, yay. What? Well, that guy has a pretty high level, but he hasn't learned anything except being carefree. So, there's that. Well. Plan is to wait until we have star holds, upgrade that, and then we can move some of our ships out and deal with the amoeba over here. Then bring them back before, you know, those guys decide to exploit the opening. Well, apparently this war over here is over. Oh well. We have cordial relationships now. Be too far away, right? Yeah. Come. Governor is now the resilient trait. Why? Well, we're gonna live longer. Good job, mate. You're gonna live longer. I might actually reach the skill cap. Or probably gonna get Arrested Development soon. I always have the feeling that whenever I have promising anything, then it just randomly decides to give them Arrested Development at level 2 or 4. So, there's that. Alright. One thing I'm not entirely sure about is if I give the guys on Regulus full control over everything here, if they will have a close border with these guys. Which gives me one more reason to hold on to Belazir for the time being as kind of the border. Because that way we're still blocking them, because if they decide to open that opens the floodgates, because then all of a sudden they can go here, and so I would need to put something down here, and ugh, you know, who wants the stress? For now, this is kinda ours, because no one can reach it for the time being, but we need to deal with that in some capacity at some point. Not right now. Right now I don't want our administrative capacity to get even higher. It's already unbelievably high, and we should build more stuff because our people want more work, which is increasing our empire sprawl. God dang. We still don't have good thing. That's bad. Gonna get some commercial zones then. Alright, waiting on star holds, but it's only 7 months now. So, soon. Apparently my spelling out doom that we're gonna get attacked this episode has so far not panned out, which on one level I'm thankful for, on different levels, you know, it's kind of feels like I have been over-preparing for something that didn't happen. But my point is, if I hadn't over-prepared, then those crazy guys would probably have tried to attack us, because they have superior fleet power. As do these guys on the west, so... Alright. So, Enlightenment should also be finishing up soon. And we're giving them at least these 2 systems for the time being. Jury's also out on that one, probably also that one.
We have mastered a new
I'm
technology.
really interested in that continental world. Yay, Starhold. Destroyers sounds like a really nice idea. But additional minerals is also not bad. And then we also got a rare technology where we only have a very small chance to even see, but it's Corvette hull, which is basically 80% of our ship power at the moment. Not making it easy, game. Not making it easy. I guess we're gonna go for Corvette hull at this point. Anyway, great. Same here. Ooh, I'm a crazy person. I haven't even put in the combat modules yet. Can also upgrade that starhold.
Construction complete.
I guess since we have some spare resources, we could also upgrade more. But I could also just invest it in ships. I just wanted to wait until I have destroyers, you know? Destroyers are a little bit more effective than corvettes. Let's get another corvette or 2 for those guys. And 1 more for those guys. The thousands of scientists and advisors we sent to Regulus have finally completed the arduous task of bringing the local civilization to an early space age level of technology. Under the new unified government, the aliens now style themselves as Union of Regulus and have agreed to become our vassals. We've ceded full control of the system and dismantled our observation post as per conditions of the treaty with them. Hey guys. Alright, they're materialist and fantastic egalitarian, so really not what we are, to be honest. I'm gonna give him some resources up front to help them get started anyway. Seems like a bit much, but you know, just to show them we care. I'm gonna give you some of our hard-fought alloys. Only some. Might need them for my own ships, guys. Alright, here you can have that. Also wanted to give you systems. Okay. Here you're also gonna get Regal. We're gonna keep that for the time being. Just giving you that would block us out from expanding here, so get that. Alright. Basically we have even fewer isolated systems now, but the same amount of external hyperlanes. Alright. Greetings, Star Travelers, we're the Curators. Our ancient order was established eons ago by the various galactic powers in ascendancy at the time. We were dedicated towards the preservation of our knowledge, in an effort to safeguard the galaxy from descending into yet another dark age of mass extinctions and barbarism. We failed. Few of us remain today, but we're not as committed to our sacred missions than our predecessors were. We're willing to share some of our knowledge with you for a price. Of course. We're helping preserve the future. For a price. Because everything has a price, apparently. Alright.
We have mastered a new technology. Construction complete.
Get basic combat rolls. Well, so far they have not really sent any significant fleet over here. I'm not sure where that is, how big it is, or anything to that extent. But I feel I'm gonna be doing a save here, just in case. But we're gonna be moving those guys back here, so we can fight our way through there. Also give them some upgrades and all that.
Construction complete. We have mastered a new technology.
Some of my people really want this alien zoo thing to be a thing. But we're gonna get society research. Alright, we gave some systems away, which, you know, is nice in terms of having less energy and having less technology cost. So I think it's a step in the right direction. So once you're done with that, gun batteries. Alright, let's see what new horror we're gonna find over there. Also, people are still looking for jobs. Potentially lots of food that we can get here, but no minerals. It's a shame. That desert has minerals there. That one has generator districts. Okay, just checking. At some point we're gonna be expanding there too, but you know, we're gonna be taking it slow, keeping up with our administrative capacity and all that. We will have ways to increase the capacity soon, so once we get that, we can go for some more expansion. But right now, I'm even gonna not expand into very lucrative systems like this one, you know. It has alloys. Normally I would just you know, go, but right now I'm like, you know, every system gives me 2 sprawl, and you know, it's kind of a bit much. Alright. Ship's almost made it back. When you get there, you can at least get some upgrades in.
Construction complete.
And then we're gonna sally out new those amoeba. Okay.
Construction complete.
I'm gonna make this one a little bit different because our shipyard is so far away. I'm actually gonna build one shipyard here so that I can keep our ships down there up to date. And we're also gonna get crew quarters. Rig and Commerce Exchange. Yes, we're gonna have the Rig and Commerce Exchange. We have facilitated trade negotiations between interested parties and are stationed in the system for more than 1,000 of our years. If you happen to possess more resources than you need, we're more than willing to take it off your hands. You'll be duly compensated, of course. Yeah, sure.
Construction complete.
So we're gonna grab that later from over there real quick.
Our ships have been upgraded.
Great. Then let's go. Let's go here. The Corvette, the cruiser is a little bit faster. Guess it might have more sophisticated drives than my own ships do. Well, let's go there.
Hostile Xeno fleet engaged.
No losses. Good job, guys. Really good job. Right. We're gonna go back for some repairs. We'll also then head back to base. We do have one with the science ship here, so you can start getting that. It's over the system. And we'll look further beyond. Alrighty, so let's recruit a new scientist. How old is that other blue guy? 90. Yeah, he's gonna kick the bucket real soon, so guess we can afford a new guy with exactly the same specialization. Sure.
Construction complete.
What I want to do with you guys. Doesn't look like that's a new border, so probably shipyards? I guess? Not sure. We've also done this study beforehand. Oh well. So far I'm not seeing any hostile contacts. And not any more amoebas, for instance. But apparently here there's a connection to these guys. They haven't expanded that
Debris analyzed.
way for quite a while. Well, since we scanned the debris, we got some more advanced tech that we could research at some point. But it's probably gonna take a long ass time to research, actually. Even though we can do it right now, because we have basically unlocked it by seeing it from the amoebas over there. Okay, so far I don't see any other enemies, so we're heading back to Belazir. Base now. So let's all return to Belazir. Oh, I don't quite trust these guys to just be nice and all that. Some crew quarters here. Then we're just gonna invest in shipyards. So that when we can finally pump out destroyers, we're gonna be able to push them out a little bit harder.
Construction complete.
Alright, you can get your admiral back, you know, for those training exercises. Apparently it helped. We're able to defeat those space amoeba without any losses. Which always nice to hear. No doubt about that. So there's one huge problem that I should have addressed ages ago. For some reason the automated colony designation always just is totally crazy, because it thinks that this is supposed to be a generator world, which is obvious because we haven't built a single generator at this point. It should rather be an agri world, because we've built farms, you know? So farms should benefit. Also should help with our food deficit that we've currently going on. Hopefully. No, actually didn't help. The food deficit? That's a little disappointing. We need more buildings for more jobs. Yeah. They're running into consumer goods issues, so let's put some civilian industries in here. Building districts also give up.
Reprehensible Xenos have declared war on us.
Well, so much about that. What I wanted to say is districts also always increase our empire sprawl, but just normal buildings don't. So it's often more useful to just build normal buildings when you have issues with empire sprawl. So before we answer that, let's put some commercial zones here, so those people will gonna be happy for some time, hopefully. So now we got the war declared on us, which, well, interestingly, our ships are not entirely back down on our southeastern border, but, well, so we'll set our war goals. Not sure what I actually want out of this war. You know, I just want it to not happen in the first place. That would be kind of nice. I could make claims on some of that territory, but the problem is we already have kind of the ideal border, as far as I'm considered. So, I guess I just want to humiliate. No, I don't really want anything out of them. There's no point in me trying to get anything there, because it's just gonna cause problems. So, I guess we're gonna have that. And I guess we're finally at war now, so I guess I wasn't lying or, you know...
System survey complete.
overly pessimistic about my chances. Let's build some more corvettes, I guess. Can't wait for the destroyers, apparently. Oh, the other guys are gonna declare war too. That's gonna be not... That would be not quite so fun. To be totally honest with ya. We got a
System survey complete.
decent position here, but that's about it. Might just build defense platforms just for funsies. Okay, those are moving away.
Construction complete.
Also, people are gonna be hating this because, you know, we want to be not at war. Oh, we got some influence to throw around, I guess. Unity, happiness, especially now at wartime. Not sure if we still need the energy. We could also just get food instead. Can't get both though. Let's just see how the energy looks without the booster.
We have mastered a new technology.
Right. Let's get that. Could we get our energy up to 5,000 again? Hopefully. Yeah, that would work. Okay. Keep our prosperity lobby happy because, you know, those are one of the few groups that are still giving us influence. In spite of this crazy-ass war. So far, where's your mobilization? Those ships are actually moving away, I guess, to meet up with some other folks somewhere down the line. So far, it looks like this is a decent enough position for us to just attack this outpost here. Probably gonna lose someone in the process though, which I'm not too happy about. Get the Admiral back. Could also consider hiring another one, but eh. I think we really should take that back.
Construction complete.
I mean, we should take that. It didn't really belong to us in any reasonable capacity, so...
Construction complete. Construction complete.
Yeah, there's their fleet. Actually, that's not a good idea then. Because their fleet is really close by, and I would rather have them attack us than wipe them out here at our spaceport and then just take it from there. Rather than take out that station and then in the weakened state get attacked by the fleet and then just lose units for virtually no reason. So let's just move back. They wanted to conquer some of our stuff, so let them see if their rewards were worth anything. So, are you coming over? Please. Pretty please. We're totally not dangerous, you know?
Situation log updated.
It's a regrettable fact that we've consistently failed to quash the illicit trade with the Xenos. Equally regrettable is that the economic benefits of a largely autonomous forum for trade decoupled from international relations cannot be denied. In the coming years, independent traders and government agencies will be looking to establish a quasi-centralized hub for galactic commerce. The economic gains from playing host to such an access might well outweigh the burden of harboring alien goods, so we might choose to remote one of our worlds for this purpose. Okay. Let's actually take a quick look at that. We could nominate our capital for this. We would need to spend energy and, you know, make our most favorite lobby unhappy. We'll need to have to sell more consumer goods in the process. Seems like a terrible waste in wartime, to be honest. But it is pretty nice because then we get a minus 10% off on the market fee, which long term is pretty serious bank. So I guess we're gonna do it anyway. Let's nominate that. Well, competition rating is pretty weak, but we could spend more influence and energy to boost further. I think we can do that 2 times. So see to that later. For now, let's get back to 5k. So you guys coming or what? Great. Very good idea. We're totally not waiting for you to enter the system, engaging that, and then also coming in there with our fleet. No, no, no. That's just, we're just here doing some private conversations.
Complete.
You know, fleet exercise. But considering how big the system is, they might as well just try to run around the outpost. So we might actually have to draw them in there because, yeah, apparently they...
One of our spaceports is under attack.
Well, they didn't quite manage that. And let's take them out, guys. Oh, they're distracted. Yeah, okay, more guys, thank you. I'm busy, currently. A Xenophile for once. Wow. Didn't expect to see that. Well, that was a whole bunch of idiots. Well, thanks a lot. Appreciate it. You can go over here and scan that. I think it's worth your time. We might get more opportunity to do that. Alright, let's go enter orbit for some emergency repairs. Or not. Apparently not. Well, they actually are neighbors. Should deal with them, but you know, we already have so much shit rolling that we're gonna open borders and then get whatever we can spare. I guess consumer goods for some time. Alright, those are the guys we just beat up. Some of them are still alive, but we took out quite a few of them. Now would be the perfect opportunity to just go in there and take him out, but we need some repairs ourselves, actually, and somehow not doing it at the starbase, which... a bit weird. Now they're doing it. Crazy.
System survey complete.
Alright, hang on.
System survey complete.
Well, they're almost back to full force, right? They had 1,000 before. Now they're looking at having pretty much a similar strength again. All great so far. That's not been going quite well. And we lost the blue guy. Thankfully, we already have a replacement lined up. And gonna train a new one. Right, moving on. We're gonna try attacking again. Okay. Well, we got repaired, so no problem. We're employing the same strategy again. Well, I guess I'll trade you with those guys timed out, not because the time was over, but because they decided to declare war, you know? And so you're not much point just holding up your deals with someone who just decided to attack you, you know? I still only lost one Corvette again. But since we got barely any damage in the process, I think we might just try and get here and take them out while they recharge. Not sure if we can get there in time. Especially with that big ass outpost there. Maybe we can be smarter than them? Does that sound like us? Be smarter than the enemy?
We have mastered a new technology.
As I said way earlier, since we took care of those space amoeba, we have these technologies permanently unlocked. Even if I don't pick them right now, they're still going to be offered every time that we go back into the screen here, so it's going to be fine if I don't choose them, actually. I really like some more food right now. Okay. I should definitely lose more by just having to jump into hyperspace. Normally when you have to retreat you also lose stuff, but these guys apparently think they can not play by the rules. And by the time we get there they're already repaired. Oh. No. Wait. No.
System survey complete.
Alright. Bail. Sure if they try to follow us. I guess they're going over there. Then we're gonna have a fight here. That's not very good, to be honest. They might even get there before us, so let's actually just wait right here for the time being. So they cleared that system. If they want to go over to the starbase and attack it, then can do that. Starbase can probably hold out on its own for a while. But I don't want to fight with them here and their Starbase, because we're gonna just lose horribly against that. But apparently they're just content with attacking. Bastards. Alright, as soon as I start jumping, we can go over there. Also, we get war doctrines. Yay! Okay, now is where it gets complicated. I actually don't really want to have any of that. Mastery of Nature is at least good, but I'm just gonna let that be for now. What we also unlocked is new new war doctrines, which are here, I believe. War doctrine. Can't set any of it. Why not? Currently we have hit and run, so we can disengage in combat quicker and have less risk. But we could just get sublight speed and... I like rapid deployment. Anyway. No, they're about to clear that system. As they start jumping, we're just gonna discreetly follow. Alright. Follow. Of anyone here, but guess you can do it. Even without our fleet, they have issues dealing with that, but apparently they're still strong enough. Somehow.
System survey complete.
But now that the fleet is here, they decide to just fail. Okay. Oh, I get it. Anyway, while all of that is going on, we have this fun little screen here that is basically trying to tell us how well the war is going. So far it's been going better for us than for them, because they lost ships in the space battles, we didn't. Also, we occupied a bit of that territory over there. So far in the war that we didn't want and we're just doing for, you know, not lose our stuff, it's going reasonably well. Alright. Ship is repairing though. And probably gonna be getting back here in a minute or two. Private collector, someone has come into the ownership of an ancient precursor artifact. Everything has a price. It belongs in a museum! After intense study of our recovered Erasian artifact, scientists have managed to deduce the exact galactic coordinates of Iras, the home system of the ancient Erasian civilization. We could launch an expedition to the system before someone else beats us to it. Contact the nearest science ship! So where is it actually? Guess I'm missing something. Oh. Okay, let's decent enough position, I guess. Technically those guys are closest, but they have other important stuff to do at the moment. We'll just wait. So those guys are coming back already? Apparently they do like getting a little bit, you know, of a beat down.
Debris analyzed.
You probably need to move out though. Guess you can explore that system then. Alright, same strat as before. Use the base to take the actual beat down and then just swoop in and take him out when given
We
the
have
chance.
mastered a new technology.
So, destroyers? Destroyers? No? And minerals, I guess. Guess I should have taken destroyers when I had the chance, but alas. Well, that was an expensive one, guys. Not sure if you really want to keep that up, because you just lost a lot of ships in that fight there. Like 4. You know, that's quite a lot. And we're still holding one of your systems, so... But it's a bit ridiculous that even if we push their war exhaustion to 100%, still wouldn't be able to achieve our war goal. And it's just humiliation, you know, we're not really asking for much. So I guess we then also need to go on the offensive and take some of their stuff hostage so that they get the message. They lost quite a few more ships in the jump because it's really not quite the same amount of ships that they came here with. That's good. However, if we attack that, I think we're gonna lose quite a bit of ships ourselves. Which, not a fan. But I think we're gonna be doing it regardless. Just, you know, to take over that system, and once that improved outpost is out of the way, we will have an easier time just maneuvering around. Hopefully the cruiser will take most of the damage. Everyone starts bloody dying. Maniacal, but already 50. Not like that. Oh. Doesn't have maniacal, but at least it's got some years up on that guy. There's one corvette down.
System survey complete.
Another one. Well, that was 2 corvettes for not really much reason. But
System
those
survey
suits weren't
complete.
repaired yet, so... And those dudes aren't much of a competition, so even though it's gonna hurt, we're just gonna push on. Because it's gonna hurt them a lot more. Oh. Alright. Could settle for peace at any time, but we do need to occupy quite a bit more before we can achieve our reasonable and humble war goals. But we should really consider repairing somewhere. So let's do that. None of them selected anymore. I was wondering, I'm right-clicking like a crazy person, nothing happens. Alright, now we got your defense installations turned against yourself. At the cost of 2 corvettes, I guess. Was worth it at that point. But seriously, can we get destroyers maybe? Didn't I also send you down there? Damn it, orders. Yeah, well, not. Eresia, the former homeworld of the Eresian Concordat. Someone has relatively recently, within the last 2,000 years, gone through the trouble of systematically bombarding every square meter of the moon's surface from orbit, possibly a misguided attempt to keep the Javorian pox from resurfacing. Despite this, the surface is still covered in fossilized remains of billions of Eresians who succumbed to the plague in the final years of their empire. By the time it had spread to their homeworld, most of the worlds of the Eresian Concordat had already fallen, and their alien vassals were in open revolt. Judging by ancient satellite logs recovered from orbit, the mood among the population on the Eresian homeworld was largely resigned at this point.
A new technology.
The widespread panic that accompanied the first outbreak of the pox on the colonies was largely absent, as most have come to accept the fact that the end was drawing near. Oh. It's good to know. Lector seems like a good idea. Now we're gonna start on. Ooh, so nice. I really like Harmony because a lot of leaders are already starting to die, and normally I would be going into Harmony at this point, which kind of prevents that a little bit. So let's go to Harmony now. So man, where's your fleet? Hey, our marketing campaign has bore fruit. I even forgot to get some additional support behind that. But we've still got the Galactic Market
System
Station.
survey complete.
Which, certainly nice. Also, speaking of nice, that system also pretty nice. Probably worth the 2 extra administrative capacity. So, go for that. Continue doing research in these systems now. Be able to do it uninterrupted even.
Incoming transmission.
What, you want peace now? Oh, no. I want to see you humiliated. I don't really gain much from that, but maybe that way you get the message to not try attacking us again. You know? Maybe. But probably not. Let's be real. But apparently they have a bigger navy than we do. Must have rebuilt their forces somewhere, I guess.
System survey complete. Construction complete.
Guess I could build some ships just for the express purpose of inflating my navy size, but it's a tad ridiculous.
Debris analyzed. We have mastered a new technology.
Yay. Star bases. Sounds a good idea.
Construction complete.
Okay, there's really not much going on over there. So I'm guessing we're just gonna turn to base. RTB! 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 I should not try to take a shortcut for that system. Most assuredly not.
Debris analyzed.
So we're getting somewhere with all that
System survey
occupation, but
complete.
still without significantly decimating their fleet. I'm not sure if we'll
Construction complete.
get the war score high enough. So I'm not entirely sure what their ships are doing in the first place. You should try to take that and then just wait there for a second to recharge, but armor's already
Debris analyzed.
pretty much down on most of our ships, which I don't particularly like. Guess we need to go and return here first.
Incoming transmission. We have mastered a new technology.
Sorry, but status quo doesn't suit me. You could always just offer your status quo and you'd accept. So... I'm not sure where the ships have gone to. Last thing I've seen them, they just went north for God knows what reason. Why did you... Again, an order that just went through for the cruiser. I think that cruiser has some issues sometimes. Like running away from those guys too. Where are you heading? Down here? Bring some ships is just what I need, but
Debris analyzed.
not losing my ships is also pretty good, you know? So let's stick to the plan. We had the plan for a reason, so we're gonna stick to the plan. Alright. I could also put them to 20 again. It's gonna take a while for reinforcements to reach them. laid claim to my systems. Why?
Debris analyzed.
They're losing the war, but now is a good time to lay further claims, you know? That seems like the reasonable thing to do. For Stellaris AI, I guess. I was just wondering one thing. Still with our original Emperor, who has aged, but hasn't quite died yet.
Construction complete.
And the Crown Prince just, you know, 9 years younger, however that worked. You know,
we have mastered a new technology.
Not asking too many questions there, but destroyers. Yes, thank you. I'm going to take that now. As much as I like mineral purification plants, but I need bloody destroyers. Oh, good. Okay, on that, on here, on that, here. Okay. Are we repaired? We are. Oh, both orders went through. Huh. Well. So we need 11 more war score, which means quite a bit more occupation.
Xeno-mongrels have declared war on each other.
I was getting scared there for a second that someone declared war on me, but I really don't mind if these guys fight. Not at all. So could we maybe you non-aggression? Great. I like non-aggression pacts. Want to go here? It's completely fine to just go there. Okay. So there's some ships over there. Supposedly, the game thinks that they have a bigger navy than I do. Somewhere. Not quite sure where they've been hiding it. They're doing a pretty good job with those stealth generators, I guess. But so far, that has not been quite working out according to the numbers. But I've also seen some really weird behavior with that relative navy strength in the first place. Like in a recent game, I kind of had like hundreds of ships compared to the enemy who had literally 0 at some point, and still it was kind of giving me a small relative navy advantage, which I kind of looked at and thought, really? Small advantage? No, I have hundreds of ships here and he has 0. That's an interesting way of putting it, at least. Alright, got that too. 5 points left for the humiliation. That's not a very well fortified base. Alright, let's try and take out these fools, then we should have enough war score. Unless we lose a bunch of ships, which is a possibility, but we'll see. At least our leader got quite a bit of training out of it. She's still just at 2. Well, about that. Actually, the leader experience is not really calculated on how much to destroy or anything like that. It's just based on how much time you spend in the fight. So ideally you want to have as long a fight as possible. Which is a bit weird system, to be entirely honest. That, kinda. We lost something in the process. And there's that fleet they've been talking about. Oh dear. That's pale. Apparently that score actually wasn't quite lying. Good to know. Still need 3 more points. I guess we could take over those systems over there. Because those forces seem to be very well occupied just defending their homeworld for whatever reason. Instead of, you know, the rest. Let's also use the war. I think we have one of the specimens that we're looking for our alien specimen procurement is located on one of the colonies over there. Or at least one of the planets. Oh. Let's take that chance while we have it. You're not being prepared. Why? Just stop. God damn it.
Incoming transmission.
No, I'm still not interested in your frickin' status quo, man. You need to suffer just a little bit for what you did. My attrition just got high because, you know, we're at war. Apparently my people don't like that very much. Seems like those guys have a Leviathan problem as well. One more point. If we take that without them taking any of that back, then I guess it might convince them that it was a rather humiliating war for them at least. So, can we... Zero. Zero but red. You want me to take another system, do you?
Construction complete.
Oh well. Apparently they're not counterattacking for whatever reason, so... I guess we can be bothered to do that. Yeah, and we reached 100% war exhaustion because... yes. Attrition. Oh, we're fighting? Who are we fighting? What? Eh? Who the bloody frick were we fighting? Alright, let's take that.
We have mastered a new technology.
Okay. Well, here. You can have your humiliation, dumbass. Well. Got some influence to spend. Yay! For I don't know what. I guess capacity overload. There's one problem, though, that we're gonna have in the upcoming years. Now that we're not at war, we have open borders with them for some time, which means technically they could take a construction ship and just fly it through my few blocking systems here and then just start taking systems, which I'm not particularly fond of happening, so I might just do something about that, because that would be very annoying to have them suddenly have an enclave over here. So we'll at least get our ship in position here, and if we see any of their construction ships coming, then we know what's up.
We have mastered a new technology.
They made another claim to another one of our systems, just because, you know, they really want to get the message across. You think you won the... You think you won? No, that was just round one. Alright, dudes. Alright, dudes. Whatever. Anyway, that's gonna be enough for now. As we've seen, we kind of fought a war. Now at least we managed to get through that, but it seems like it was just the first of many wars that we have to fight against these fools. Not sure how we can stop them from doing it, because we technically won, but since they have a bigger fleet, they'll probably be very well incentivized to just try again. Next time I guess I could lay claim to these 4 systems. That way I could make a new defensive point here, which maybe that helps them get the message, but I'm really not interested in getting their colonies anyway. It's because it's just dead weight. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see next time. Maybe it's even gonna be a next war next time, but we'll see that. Have a good one.